Scrappy map 1 leads us to the sands of Anubis, the newest map in the pool. And it's a map that paiN Gaming love oh so very much. I'm Pineapple Phillips, joined by Boggs on the mic and Mythic. It's not the map they call home, but it's the map they'll start on the T side of. This is a very T-sided map in the pool. It makes sense that this is their side to start on. And they're going to group up and head to a vacated A bomb site. Skulls is here alone. He will find one before the smoke blooms, but he will not contest the bomb plant.
Twice picking up Zevi is also pretty big. Gives a little more space for Mythic in this 3v4 hold.
Ooh.
I don't know if there's a kit. That was a disgusting tap on a Cooper, though. I don't see a kit down, though. I don't see one on the X-ray either, so it looks like it's going to be a 10-second defuse here for paiN Gaming. Flom is contacted and removed. Freakazoid falls in the due time. Plenty of time for that 10-second defuse. No nade heroics like we saw. If you guys are just joining us, you missed a screamer of a last play to end the game on Inferno. It was a, 10 HP Cooper trying to stick a 10-second defuse. Skulls was coming from Library to a coffin plant on B, picks up a nade after getting the kill on Flom, and tosses that in with about a second to spare and kills Cooper. So, yeah, it's been fun.
It's been a goofy game.
Yeah.
Goofy game. The twice shenanigans. I love that play towards Arch is going to sit in my mind forever. Him just b-hopping.
Yes.
I'm picturing that little kid yelling yippee from that one video. You know the video I'm talking about? The German kid?
I just think, like, Kid Anakin, this is where the fun begins.
Exactly. He does little spins. He's
yeah. I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
It was just one of the funniest moments that I've seen in a long time. Of course,
yeah.
The heroics as well in that game, talking about the Cooper 1v4 to start things off for his team and bring us to a very bloody battle. paiN Gaming, though, looking to put this one to bed, looking to put the series to bed, I should say, with a nice double from Hard Zao, 4 versus 3 secured. This is a forced buy for Mythic as well. Freakazoid ratty in towards the canal, does find one. Skulls, though, a good trade at range, pushing through A. Keys back of the B site. Won't find Flom, but he'll do a touch of damage. Skulls now pushing in towards Connector. He's going to bide his time and wait for Flom to try and plant that bomb.
No kid again from the looks of things for paiN Gaming. And Skulls thinks it might actually be a rotation all the way back to A. It's not a bad read, all things considered. But it's not going to be the correct read. So maybe actually it might, because Flom's going to clear out towards Canal, and he's not going to see anything at all.
Doesn't have back B, though.
Oh, Skulls is going to be pretty close to meeting Flom on the B side. I mean, he's just cleared out A. He's like, all right, cool. He's not coming here. I'm going to go here. Oh, this is such a good spot for Skulls. This is such a good opportunity. Flom's got his back turned. He's not expecting this at all. He has no idea. Skulls has a free kill if he peeks left. He peeks left. He kills left. It's 2-0 to paiN Gaming.
2-0. A tense situation. But Skulls navigates the waters flawlessly, finds the kill with ease, not a bullet fired by Flom. Bomb plant secured, honestly, in a 1v2 for Flom on 25 HP is probably the best case, especially with that one kill as well to boot. That's a lot of damage done to that CT economy of paiN. It also gives Mythic that extra bolster they need to get an investment in round number 3. It's not the best, it's not the prettiest. They're lacking utility. They only have 2 AKs, but it's definitely enough to get them across the line. paiN, they have to reinvest it all. 2 MP9s, 3 M4s. They should have an edge. They should have an advantage. But Mythic have a habit of making these rounds contentious.
Oh, that's dangerous for Nikis. Gets flashed in. Doesn't do much damage. Has to back away again. That'll be a swap over to an MP9. Hard Zao, the one picking up that the A4, not the AK, excuse me there. Good nade on the Freakazoid, though. Counter nade will not be tossed just yet. Smoke to recover the Connector. Heavy B lean from Mythic, though. Although Cooper's getting antsy of his backside. Biguzetta pushing up towards middle as well. Standard Skylight flashes in towards the B site. But no pushes in. Molotov to counter that. And Mythic have burned through most of their utility. They only have 2 smokes, a flash, and a nade left with a lot of time on the clock. The boost up for Zevi as well. He's got an angle. He's got a spray, and it's a bit belabored. But He does come up with the kill. Truck Lover going to go in through that smoke. Flashbang by Flom, a bit late on the timing. And Cooper might just have been heard by Big Gazetta, who seems very wary of the bridge cross. And over out towards Platt. Skulls just gets caught in the open. Cooper removes into a 4v4. The bomb's still edging towards B, but it's being a very awkward hold now for paiN Gaming, as they're kind of just sprung into a bunch of awkward rotations. Hard's out spotted. He has to peek out, fight his way through. He can only get one. Another one for Truck Lover, who's on the hat trick. And Big Ozetta, P2K to an M4A1, 11 rounds in the magazine, can get a reload off and go in 1v2 versus Flom and Cooper. Make it an 1v2 versus Flom and Cooper. It's Flom to finish the job. And Mythic on the board even earlier than they were on Inferno.
On the board earlier, but keep in mind, this is an obscenely T-sided map.
Yes.
At the tier 1, what did we see? A 14-1 followed by a 14-1 to overtime. That was a Vitality game, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that sounds about right.
This map is incredibly T-sided. 2 rounds for paiN Gaming thus far is good. They're going to go for the investment, try to get more. Obviously, they'd love it, and they would be expected to find more given their stellar record on the map. I think, though, are the driver's seat. 4 AKs, 1 Galil. So a good amount of utility exchange for both teams, but Nikis is the one to find the opening. Down below from Connector Hill and Freakazoid sneaking up in the water. Cooper, though, nice taps in response, but not without taking a considerable amount of damage from the scout. Nikis now progressing, getting the rifle, falling back. This is a good start for paiN, despite their disheveled investment.
The opportunity is still there for paiN, although Nikis will get finished off by Truck Lover. The wallbang spam. Big Ozetta coming in. Nice one on the Flom. Is Deagle always deadly? You always have to be aware of the fact that Big Ozetta can do damage with next to nothing. 2 players caught out. Big U sprayed away. Skulls peeks next, but he does take out twice before he falls. Hard's on a winnable 1v2 with a little hand. Especially now that Cooper is spammed out. He shows with the smoke just a tad. And it's a 1v1. Galil versus AK, and Truck Lover wins that fight. He had the low ground, but he still was able to win it. Tied up at 2 apiece. None of these rounds have been clean. None of these rounds have been what you might even call concise, but it's been back and forth and scrappy, continuing what we saw on Inferno. Finally, though, paiN Gaming will be on a save, and that means Mythic should be able to win this one pretty smoothly.
Should. We have a Deagle on hand for Zevi. Truck Lover doing well to start things off on a bright spot for Anubis. Talked about him coming alive, but great potential in him, but he's had some disappointing stats recently. It's good to see him punching up quite literally in that last round, but overall, I would say in this series thus far. Freakazoid double entry towards B. Just cracked wide open. That third player towards the Pizza Plat. Can't do anything. That's the site cracked wide open. The bomb is chopped in T-spawn. That's an oversight, but twice the dutiful substitute will pick it up. Big U on 8 HP. Zevi, a Deagle in hand. At this point, they're just fighting for damage. Fighting for 1, I would say, is the most realistic outcome. Truck Lover finding yet another, not slowing down whatsoever. Zevi tagged down, taken down. Twice at range finds that. And a 3rd round secured. The lead as well secured for Team Mythic.
An early lead for Mythic. On the T side of Anubis, a map that does tend to favor the Ts. 58.2% to 47.5 on this map for Mythic, T to CT. As for paiN, 70.4 to 51.5. So if you wanted some statistical evidence to back up our postulations, there you go.
It's not just conjecture. There's science behind it. Towards middle, won't find anything. The player in an off angle. A lot of kind of aggressive off angles is what I've noticed for the CT side. As the map is still figured out. We saw one specifically, I think it was round 3, towards
Plat angle?
A. The Plat angle, just completely off the side. So
it's pretty risky though, because it's kind of one and done.
It's one and done, but it's just what players have to go with. Skulls gets 1 Zevi, a second on the entry. Things looking good for paiN. And they try to hold it on the side. There's a player up close dancing around the smoke. Oh, bottom spotted. Skulls takes him down. That's the bomb dropped as well up top. That makes things incredibly awkward. Twice as Flames lick the heels of Skulls. Bring it back to a relatively contentious situation, but Zevi catches Freak lurking around. It leaves just twice. They know where he is because of that Molotov kill. And a 1 versus 3 for the stand-in. It's not the best of situations to be in.
The sub finds a second on the round, but he cannot get anything more. Zevi survives somehow, getting 3 kills with 4 HP. A good bit of work for the Opper on the A1S, and it's a tie ball game once again. Buy can come through from Mythic, and a buy can be scrounged about for paiN. But Cooper will be given an op. Zevi be nowhere near a big green gun. MP9 for Hardzao, a kit on Skulls. paiN trying to keep an eye on that potential diffuse shortening or halving of the time. Good amount of Molotovs, though. Definitely very useful on any map, but helps with all the different side entries on Anubis to have some extra Molotovs available. Freakazoid circumvents that nade, spots out the keys, who wide swings in, does about half damage. Nade will chunk Freak down a little bit more. An awkward bounce doesn't follow him up. And he's still alive here. Cooper down by half HP as well. A site wide open though, Nate. That's the problem. It's a wide open A site, and it's going to be a free take for Mythic. We're going to have a 4-3 lead for Mythic here going into round number 8, because there's no way paiN are going to get here in time to really affect too much of the round, and I don't think it's worth going in with the lack of money and future investment available to them.
It's not worth it. At this point, the best case would be upgrading that MP9, and as I think that thought into my head, he's taken out of the round. Freakazoid has a big Uzera as well. paiN Gaming have been exploited, I think, second time now at that drop towards middle. I have to play around with a little bit more reverence in that respect. Mythic, a lot of this map thus far has pivoted around that canal's control, so they can find another way to challenge it, like with that nade. Cooper went down to 52, as you mentioned. That was from a nade thrown via lineup on the A site at the beginning of the round. So they can do more damage like that and just hold their ground, cover their bases. paiN Gaming can get some good control and find their footing in this one, but as it stands, it's been Mythic. And honestly, it's what you'd expect on a map like Anubis. It's so T-sided.
Incredibly T-sided statistically, although a little less so for Mythic than for paiN. paiN still have it above 50% win rate on the CT side, though.
And just hold their ground, cover their bases. paiN Gaming can get some good control and find their footing in this one, but as it stands, it's been Mythic. And honestly, it's what you'd expect on a map like Anubis. It's so T-sided.
Incredibly T-sided statistically, although a little less so for Mythic than for paiN. paiN still have it above 50% win rate on the CT side, though, so we can expect them to have a little more success here in the blue before they swap over to wear the mustard. Zevi big around the smoke twice, utility in hand. He gets caught napping. He's given a dirt nap, and that's the rifle, one of the 2 rifles available for paiN Gaming, yielding an opening frag. A-site woefully undefended again, though, but Big Uzera making some damage happen with a pistol. Not a kill. And Zevi's been spotted from behind, but not before he gets one in return on a truck lover. Flom holding down middle, though. I don't think he's going to be unseated. Necky's Hardzao trades it. This is now winnable for Hardzao, though. No armor, no nade. Could take out Cooper. Hardzao thinking what he should do here. The nade is well placed. And it takes down Hardzao by about half of what he had remaining. Might just be a save call now with the AK. Not really worth going for it. No armor. 2 shot. No kit. No util. 5-3 to Mythic here. And it's another one much like Inferno where things are beginning to get a little scrappy, a little bit contentious. And Mythic are starting to pull ahead in the early going. paiN did not call a singular timeout last map. I don't think that will change here. I think they'll have more confidence in their T-set at any rate. But they would like a few more than 3 rounds on the board.
It definitely would. Boggs, I want to circle back around to our conversations we had in map number 1, specifically around skins and drip. I want to talk about that AK Hardzao picked up, because it is a pile of garbage. That is not an AK I was expecting to see in the server. Yes, no, it is terrible.
No. Whose AK is that?
It is a, I don't know, I don't think the overlay that we use will tell us.
I don't think so. I just want to see who
need to shame. Who need to shame. Because that AK is not it, man.
We need to
I
ring
know
the
Truck
bell.
Lover has the yeah. We have to ring the bell of shame.
Shame.
We know X-ray on Truck Lover. We know the blue gem on Flom.
Yep.
So it's one of those 3 remaining.
It's either Twice, Freak, or Cooper. And Cooper's probably not the one buying the AKs. He's had it off the last few rounds.
Headshot, I think, is Freaks as well. We've seen him with that a couple times, so I think we have Twice. I think it's Twice, man.
If it's
I
Twice.
sit him down for a talking too. There's a
Yeah.
reason he's a sub. And that's it. It's the drip. He can't match.
Yep.
His knife is
equal
the
wins,
ultimate.
man.
His knife is ultimate. The ultraviolet with a clean float is what I look for as a skin. And the fact that he has a flip knife with that wear, it's clean.
Oh, yeah. Is there even a purple, like a proper purple AK, though?
It's a good question.
I don't think there is, because I would like a proper purple AK, although I love my AK. Yeah. No, I got to bleed red, white, and blue, but a purple AK would look sweet.
That's
Ches,
best thing is
Neon
pink.
Rider's pink and green, bud.
Neon Rider, Neon Revolution. That's the closest you get, though. Pink and purple, you know? That's the closest you get.
It's not the same, though.
It's not.
Like a deep purple, like the gloves and such, you know?
Like 25 seconds left in this round, and all we've done is talk about skins. What is
But
Team
nothing's
Mythic
happened.
doing? Yeah, exactly. I wonder what they're doing. They're going for an A split, and they have navigated the waters well. I say that 2 players do fall. Freakazoid inching out does find one, as does Twice, but it's still only even footing. Freakazoid and Flom are also worse for wear. 7 seconds left. They will finally get that plant down. Zebi, though, with the op, finds one, hopping around, and Hard Zao a second. It leaves Twice. He has an op in hand. With relatively low HP, he's going to be tested to his limits behind the pillar. He's dancing best he can, making the most out of the space afforded, but there's just not enough. He gets found by Hard Zao, hard cleared, and it is a 4th on the board for paiN, who have done well to keep this at a very contentious scoreline.
What a shot. Zebi had some clean shots in that round. 3 kills. Had the opening on Cooper. Was a solid Opera's duel. That second shot was good. That third shot was spectacular. And it'll be a double op setup now for paiN Gaming. Hard Zao and Zevi holding on to those. One's a D-Lore. One, I believe, is a pink DD pad. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Big U tossed over the A4. The counterpart to the player 2. I don't remember the name of that one, but...
Which one, the 5.7?
No, the hold on. The M4A4 from the newest case.
I don't even know the name. I'm not even going to pretend to know the name.
Yeah, I don't know it either. It's just the counterpart to the player 2. That's all I know.
Is it? The new
Well,
A4,
it's
the anime
A4
one?
version. Yeah.
I always consider that like an Akihabara accept.
You know, they both match.
Kamakau? Yeah, I see. I wasn't even going to pretend to know the pronunciation. I knew it was something beyond my scope. Another slow start as well. Minute 10 in the round. Smoke is still down connector. Double nade out is the most contact we've seen, and that's Freakazoid down to 30. They do have a clear idea in mind, though. It's another split, this time towards B. There's going to be 2 and a 3rd defender rotating in. Hard Zao will be the first tested. He wins the opping duel down bottom connector. Flom drops in the keys, and Hard Zao is forced to tuck on, and he'll find a second. He'll spot a 3rd, getting the kill as well. It's 3 for the price of 1. Flom and Twice a combined 33 HP. They're going to jump in with reckless abandon. What else can they do?
Die.
Zebi, double zooming in for good measure, drops Twice. It's Flom on 1 HP. With 30 seconds left, at this point, his only real chance is to save. Where is he? He's kind of lurking around. He's down through middle. This makes
He can
things
get a bomb
very
plant
interesting
here.
for Flom. He can get a plant here. He could get some damage in. What a rotation from Flom.
Yeah, he's slipped the gap. This man has put on a cloaking shield and vanished in towards the A site. He's going to deactivate it now, and I think paiN have realized what's gone wrong. Now they will definitely know what's happened. And they will converge upon him. What Flom can do with 1 HP is nothing. Xavier will get him with the overkill. Fantastic song, by the way. Overkill by Men at Work. But 5-all now between Zevi, paiN, and Mythic. Hard Zao, though, all op kills. Just putting on a clinic, both Hard Zao and Zevi, these last couple of rounds. How to point-and-click adventure game your way to a round victory right there.
2 shining stars of this team. Big Usera is at 2 kills. He hasn't had to do anything for his team.
No. He had one really nice deagle shot.
He did. And 5-5. This is all the rounds they need on the CT side, realistically speaking. And they still have a chance to even get 10 if they can somehow sweep it.
That's a little unrealistic, but they can get 6, 7, 8 very easily.
It's unrealistic, but they should have this round, given the scrappy buy.
Yes.
Freakazoid is investing. Everybody else is saving. Things are going awry for Team Mythic in the comms.
Yeah, things are starting to get a little rougher. I mean, yeah, Inferno was good. You got a bit of a lead, but then Zevi turns it on. Hardzao starts shutting you down. Skull's in a very advanced position. Takes down Freakazoid as one of the 3 rifles carried over by Mythic. Zevi skeet shooting. Next one down, and almost enough time to reload, rechamber, I should say, onto Truck Lover. Those bolt actions do take a little bit of time. Nice nade.
8.
Good shot.
No chance he does anything there. Is the secondary op going to be recovered? It was thrown out of the map. That's what he did. He ran up there to throw it out of the map. They tried to boost up and grab it. You saw that. How quick are paiN Gaming on the play? That is a quick read from them.
That's a quick read from Truck, though.
It is a quick read, making the most out of a dire situation. But I would say the boost up is even quicker. Given how short those post-game timers are, that boost up is crazy fast from paiN.
paiN are fast on their feet.
They are. Very quick with it. It's like they're already communicating about the rifle before the round's even over. Before the kills even
It's almost like these guys are top 15 in the world.
Hey, they're barely top 15, okay? They're number 14.
Hey.
Double stacked. Okay, it's rifles. They forced bot into this Mythic. This is their investment, and they get pulled apart like that.
Yeah,
Skulls
this is
with 1,
just getting
Zevi
bad.
with 2. It's getting ugly, and not in the way we were hoping. It's not getting scrappy. It's getting one-sided. It's the opposite.
It's
of scrappy.
becoming a rout.
A route. Yeah, that is the best way to put it. Testing the vocab today, boss. Putting it on display.
I've been listening to Lord of the Rings again. You know how it be.
I've been listening to Merriam-Webster's dictionary on repeat.
Wouldn't a thesaurus serve you better?
It probably would, but you know, if you read the words one by one, I'll learn them all eventually. The thesaurus only helps for those words that I want to know. So, regardless,
Yeah, pretty soon you'll just have yourself jacked into the internet anyways, and who needs dictionaries at that point, right?
Exactly. Aggressive pistol play. They want to crunch on the connector players, do some damage, and they'll do none of it. Absolutely zilch. Nada to be found. 8 for paiN Gaming. Boggs, you said 8 was a distinct possibility. We're already there. It's a reality. 10 is also still a possibility, and now it seems like a far more realistic one than it did before.
You know, I was about to say, I didn't say that 10 was probably rather unrealistic. I don't think it's that unrealistic anymore. Mythic they've lost the plot here. They've completely jumped the shark. And it started with those incredibly slow rounds, which were just mulling about for the first minute 35, and then taking a site with about 20 seconds to go. That's just not going to work. This isn't Navi 2015. Zevi, you got a friend.
What is going on?
How the heck does he get by Zevi? How does he not turn into Zevi? How does Freakazoid get that kill? And how does it become a man advantage?
This round is on a skew.
Happening?
Flom finds one in middle. That's the op dispelled of. Big Uzera, Hardzao. Trying to answer the call. Hardzao does well to find the first. He drops the bomb. Yep. It's a big one, but this advanced flank. Or not even flank, but push. The Mythic. Actually, as far as I thought it would be. Freakazoid nonetheless finds Big U. It leaves Hardzao in a very unenviable spot. He's trying to rotate up and around through the lobby towards middle. Freakazoid, those stomping around towards the exit sign. Top of Hardzao. This is the first release by Freakazoid. Surely not. Freakazoid blindsides him from the side. And we do finally have Mythic back in the winner's column. They do get a 6th. They do pick up a rifle as well. The issue is paiN Gaming have so much money built up. There's no problem in terms of investment into the final round of this first half. And again, they're on the CT side, the far less favored side of this map. And they are sitting at 8 rounds, potentially 9.
If paiN get to 9, it's all but done and dusted. If Mythic gets 7, they give themselves a decent more of a fighting chance. It's still going to be pretty rough. Great flash in. Freak's got his knife out there. It's a bit of a rookie mistake from the old dog. And great flash in by Zevi for Bigger Zeta to pick off Flom, who's blind as a bat, can't see a thing. And no echolocation either, no Daredevil style fighting techniques coming in from Flom. It's just twice, Cooper and Truck Lover, 86 to try and pull this one back.
Not 85, it's 86.
Yes. Which means he probably likes 86, I don't know, what...
I think this is the 86th iteration. This is his 86th account.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Don't say it makes more sense. Don't say it makes more sense, Cooper.
It's NA. I'm...
Okay. Cooper finds one. That's something. Can we make a whole lot out of something? Probably not. Ollie back. Flat Harzard's already read that. He's further back. But he misses the shot. Op coming up is caught. Big Uzera spamming the smoke. Finds a second. Just Truck Lover 86. The newest edition to do it all. The youngest edition, I should say. He's found the first, but it requires a heck of a lot more. He's dancing forward, not finding it. It's Big Uzera to cap it off. A very nice 9-6 scoreline in favor of paiN. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. paiN Gaming. They dominated on half number one, and it wasn't even their preferred side. It's now on to the T side of Anubis for them. I'm Pineapple Phillips, joined by Boggs. And Boggs, things are not going to get any easier for this Mythic squad.
No, it's not. If anything, it's only going to get harder and harder for Mythic. They need a pistol round victory desperately, and Truck Lover starts it off well, but he can only get one. Niki's lurking in the canals, has struck for a second, as Skulls drops twice. Up to Cooper and Freakazoid now in the retake. Cooper does get one. There is a low HP Skulls as well, but Zevi up top in heaven has struck for one more. Skulls peeks around. Cranial Cave-ins delivered a bound. And paiN Gaming to double digits. Mythic barely get anything done. They should avoid a force here, go for a full buy in the third round of the half. Never mind, they're going to go all in now. So paiN will have to fight against a force buy. We'll see if paiN do body counter this. 2 rifles as of now, 2 MAC-10. Skulls will be the tie-breaking vote. And he also sides with the Galils. paiN are prepared. But do they have the gumption to deal with the 5.7s and the Deagles up close and personal? MAC-10s will have to get those opening kills.
The shots of Mythic had the zeal required to take it against the rifles. I think it's an even more apt question in this case. And there we go. There's the gumption all the way in towards connector already. The pistol freak tries to come in. It gets some damage indirectly via the team damage from Nikis, but Nikis finds 2. Looking for a third twice. We'll find 1 on his Deagle, but only 1. Nikis gets the trade. Flom and Truck Lover 86, the full name must be said. Try and pick up the pieces. There is some good damage done to Nikis, Skulls, and Big Uzera. These pistols can definitely finish them off, but will they be presented such an opportunity? I don't think so. paiN Gaming have such a thorough read of this map. Again, we talked about it. They love playing the new map when they enter the pool. So I don't think things will be easy. Flom, though, is presented one such occasion. He's too big for his britches, caught lacking. Pushing around by his lonesome. Still a lot to do, though. And again, no kit makes this all the more improbable.
Well, there's one more. Truck Lover removed. Flom. His health fading faster than the timer. Looks to just be playing exits there. Blue Gem, case hardened. Galil will be salvaged. This isn't Inferno, so he should be fine under the bomb radius. And there's 11 to paiN. Only 5 more to go before they put this series away 2-0. And Mythic can't really force around this. They can half. A couple pistols upgraded. Bit of Kevlar. No helmets. But it's far from ideal. And paiN Gaming can now really start to set into drive. To start really getting that motor going. And pushing on to victory here, which would put them at 5-1 on the season with, I believe, only 1 more game to go. They might even be at 5-1 right now. I have to check to see if they were one of the teams to whom Team 1 forfeited against. But either way, paiN looking to go into the playoffs again in ECL. Big U's out with another kill. That's the second round for the Brazilian squad. Freakazoid does counter back. It's only a MAC-10. Niki's just going for kills and money. Truck Lover lets the Deagle ring. It does sing, but he's the last man standing, so it'll be a tune of loneliness. And soon, a tune of death.
Some contemplation, perhaps. Some inward retrospection might be required. Mythic, where did it all go wrong? Did it go wrong with the first peek from twice in the apartments to grab the gun? The second peek to grab the gun? The B-hop down banana? I'm just picking on twice at this point. Those are just my favorite moments from that first map. They were so fun.
You were gushing about it in the
It's so funny. It was so funny. It was so funny.
It was funny.
Something that funny, I think in all of my, 3 seasons casting ECL at this point, nothing that funny. Bring twice back, permanent edition.
Please.
Freakazoid, good for 1 in connector, only 1 skull is good trade. Cooper avenges his fallen brother. Regain an advantage. He'll go on the initiative as well, pushing down, looking for another in towards canals. There again is that golden AK. Not an arabesque. Rarer piece, and it will find 1. A nice headshot on the Truck Lover, 86 in the middle. Walking up, finds another on the twice. Taking up the set of the op in towards connector. It's just 2 remaining, Flom and Cooper. Both with big greens in hand. Versus 3, Cooper could find the opening onto 1. Smoke has a massive gap, and there it is. Cooper finds that. Good to reposition to try and find Zevi. should be a guaranteed kill. Yes, it is. Good shot from Cooper. Leaves Hard Zhao in a 1v2. It's against 2 ops. He's dancing around. Back behind Pizza, back behind the smoke. Cooper's watching for it. Cooper gets the third, holds down the B site. And he does give Mythic a chance with a second breath. Second life.
A second chance for Mythic. And maybe even a third, because this buy is not going to be the best for paiN. Niki's only at 1450 in cash, so he'll get armor and probably a Tech 9. There it is. No helmet for him either. He is vulnerable to the one taps of the A4, even the FAMAS in Twice's hands. 2 kits for Mythic, who are also down to the bottom of their economy. But it's a swing round here. Definitely a big one for both sides in the opposite cases. Mythic can grow back into it. paiN can look to salt it away. Very, very dangerous predicament for Mythic, more so than paiN. We're on the favored side here. Bigu able to cross up mid, 2 tunnel vision to the left. That nade's gonna kill Truck Lover. Bigu had no idea of clearing that angle, at least didn't seem to. Truck Lover probably could have gotten the kill if he wide swung that rather than toss the Molotov. He uses the utility instead and skulls through the fire and the flames. He'll carry on. Adds another one to his tally in the map. Cooper, Twice, and Freakazoid, the last 3 alive, and a save has to be contemplated by them because they don't have much money, and they do not know that Skulls is so low on health. This is becoming bleaker and bleaker for Mythic. Not quite yet Bleak Falls Barrow, but they're only 3 rounds away from becoming Draugr.
So many illusions, Bugs. You've definitely been reading as of late, you can tell. 3 versus 3. Yeah, it's a save as expected. Not for both teams. And I would say Skulls negotiating the flames there, going down to 4 HP. Definitely a calculated risk to take down the op, because there's no way the op's looking at the flames.
Yeah.
He takes that to be a solid wall, essentially, and so I do really like that play. It cements the round. It forces Mythic into a save.
It really does. It's a brave, selfless play by Skulls, and it saves paiN a lot of trouble in the round. So it's a very good play. Mythic will buy around with a save, though. Truck Lover on a Deagle. Cooper on that op, Twice on the Galil. A1s for Flom and Freak. Full buy for paiN, but they're still not out of the economic woes just yet. Hovering on the edge of depression and recession, Cooper with that first onto Skulls, who runs into the op scope. Zevi hoping Cooper crosses into his X-Hair, and down goes Cooper. Headshot for Flare, delivered by Zevi. Although you don't get bonus points for flashy kills. Works over towards B and towards A. Hard Zhao and Big Uzetta combine for the B site openings. Flom and Twice in rotation now. Zevi waiting for a cross. Nakeem's holding Twice's push out towards A long. And Twice receives some lead to the cranium. Zevi's crossing. Oh, he swaps the Molotov at the wrong time. But Flom now can just try and save. Although saving will put Mythic down by double their... Well, by equivalent to their score. paiN will have double that of Mythic.
14-7, and they'll have no money to go into what could be a 15th round of paiN, so to say it's desperate might be an understatement. He'll try to save at this point. Finds one. Actually, he might even go for it. The lobby. Smoked off. Where are paiN going? Yeah,
the other way.
Back around. Yeah, they're going the opposite direction. I like the call. They have time to do it. It just puts Flom even further off kilter.
I think that makes Flom's mind up for him. No reasonable way back into the round. So he is forced to save. Big Uzetta, Nikis, and Zevi will hang around and just enjoy this one. 14-7. Anubis becoming more and more cemented in paiN's favor, as we expected coming into this one.
It is what we expected. You said the only way into it was was that first map, and it would be a scrappy one. And even that would be a flash in the pan.
T economy starting to grow too, Nate. Starting to become a formidable force. Mythic. They scrounge what they can. The op for Cooper. Deagle again for Truck Lover. Flom on that M4. Twice on an MP9. Freakazoid 5-7. Not a singular diffuse kit. And we saw Mythic lose a map because of the lack of a diffuse kit.
There's a lot of issues in that one, but yeah, the diffuse kit I would say is the big one that comes to mind.
I mean, that was the final blow. That was the death nail.
Yeah, that the nade. There's a lot of that whole round was a fiasco.
That was one of those Benny Hill song insert moments.
Yakety sack, yeah.
Yep.
Cooper all the way up towards B long, flicks around, finds Zevi hopping around, doing his best twice impression. Advantage secured. But still a lot to do. About a minute left in the round. Flom here towards the exit sign is looking for one timing and everything. He turns around. He doesn't get blindsided either. Instead, his teammate does. Big U drops Truck Lover. Flom is around as well, and in fact, he catches twice instead. Two unfortunate casualties caused by Flom's loud feet. And Hard's out now in the middle looking for a freak. Should find him. Yes, he does. Flom and Cooper. It would behoove you to save. Op and M4, the only two shining rifles in this round. And the only two remaining as well. Bomb plant down makes things all the more improbable. Aggressive op from Cooper. Short might be a surprise to find one back towards B main, but surely not much more than that. There's the first. Things can only get more and more difficult. Or will they? There's only two players remaining. Hard's out still out on a limb looking for a hunt. This could fall apart, especially with a kill like that. Cooper a third. The last player alive is again across the map. How is this given away?
No kit,
Hard's
no kit,
out.
no kit.
There is no kit. They could be like before, but it's not planted for him. It's back behind him. Instead, he'll find one. He won't find the second. That player's but oh! He wins it! Caster's curse! How close was that? How close was that?
There's no way.
The graphic was off my screen. The graphic was off my screen. I thought the defuse was done.
Oh, there's no way.
How long? Is there a way you can check how long was left? Is there a way you can check how long was left?
I don't think so.
You have to check the demo, which means we're not going to figure it out, at least not now. But that was the closest. That was like a tick. The graphic was gone, right? I think the graphic at the top bar was gone.
Tick.
It has to be a tick. That is crazy.
Nate, I only said it to say it, man.
I only said it to harken back because we were talking about that round literally seconds before. It's about story weaving. But no, it's the caster's curse. 15-7 now secured. Both of those rifles were dropped, means the buy is all the more belabored. Op 4 M4s, no kit once again. Apparent team. It's happened twice. Why are you still foregoing it? Mythic.
Granted, they couldn't afford one at all at this point.
That's true, but at this point, just buy it for the sake of buying it. Big Uzer coming out for two. Skull's a third. It feels like the round, and they're not even the round. The game is done at this point. Cooper and Flom. M4 and Op. One smoke between them. No helmets either. Flom down to 11, does find one on the big green. Cooper looking up. Hard's out, drops his teammate, and there goes Cooper. 16-7 for paiN. It was scrappy at the start, but it is much more quickly under wraps than map number 1.
Yeah, that was a clean one for paiN, relatively speaking. Although it could have gone on a little bit longer, but, you know, no diffuse kit. Again.